A lot of people have different ideas about what it's like to give blood. I want to find out what you guys really think about it.
When you're old enough, do you want to give blood?
Probably not.
Why not?
Because I don't like needles.
Blood usually makes me queasy.
I'm afraid of needles.
It is scary, but nice at the same time.
I'm afraid of needles and blood.
When I found out how little blood was donated by the school at the last blood drive, I was curious about how important it is to donate blood. Where does your blood go? How much blood do people need? How important is donating blood to the community? So we went and found out.
When the donors come in, they sign in on the clipboard and they fill out a sheet front and back, answering specific questions, and then we take them behind the screen and we go through the questions, make sure everything is good to go. We take their blood pressure, pulse, temperature, and we check their iron level, and everything's good. Then they go over into the donor chair where they get their blood drawn. It takes approximately, average around 7 minutes, and usually goes really good. And then we take testing tubes, 4 testing tubes at the end, and it wraps it up.
Strenuous for the next 24 hours, nor lift anything over 10,000. You're like, well, basketball doesn't wait for going to be Robin Hood. That's what you want to hear, right?
Yeah. Both first time today?
Yeah.
Are you nervous at all?
Not really.
Not much.
You guys are both about to give blood, not nervous at all?
Mm-mm.
You think it's gonna hurt?
No.
No, I've given, I had blood tests before, so
Yeah.
it's
You're
about
not scared? You think it's a good cause?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think it's like worth spending your time doing today? Good. Is this your first time giving blood?
No, I gave blood a few months ago when they were here last.
And how was that experience?
Fine. Watched the needle go in.
Are you about to give blood right now?
Yep.
Are you nervous at all?
Nope.
Good. Thanks.
Yep.
Hi, my name is Kathy Hastings. I'm the coordinator for Community Blood Bank of Western New York. We were here because Sherman High School has agreed to do a blood drive. They actually do 3 or 4 a year. Right now our need is huge. We have no blood in our system due to the extreme weather, and we're so happy to be here today, and we've got a great turnout thanks to you guys.
If you could tell someone that is afraid of giving blood, like what would you say to someone that is afraid of giving blood?
You know, I just admire the 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, or anybody that comes down and donate, because like I said, I didn't do it when I was young. It's very easy to do. Once you do it once, everybody's scared and everybody's afraid of that needle, and we understand that. So we work with you, we give you a drink, we give you, a snack, and we'll talk to you, whatever it takes. Hold your hand, I'll even sing to you. But whatever it takes, come down and try it, because you're going to save 3 lives right here in your community. And you never know, it could be someone you know someday, so you have to have it there. But just give it a try. It's not as bad as what you think.
We're here in Erie, Pennsylvania at the Community Blood Bank to see where your blood goes after you donate it. Come on.
Hi, I'm Kathy Kupneski. I'm a medical technologist at the Community Blood Bank of Erie, Pennsylvania. After our donors are finished donating, they bring a tube in, 4 separate tubes, which we use for testing. It's separated and put into racks, and then the unit of blood comes to the counter where we put it in the bags. We balance it and put it into our centrifuges. After they're centrifuged, we pull them out and we extract the plasma and the platelets and separate them in our plasma extractors. And then we place the blood in the refrigerator until after testing is complete, and after testing is all committed, then we label and ship to our health centers.
Looks like a lot of people tuned out today. This is pretty good. you nervous about coming in today, your second time?
No, not really, because the first time went pretty good.
How was the second time?
Probably not as good as the first time. Right towards the end there, when the bag was just about full, I just started getting a little lightheaded, but just went with it, just kind of relaxed and came right back. No problem.
How does it feel now?
Fine.
Feel fine now?
Yeah, within a minute I was back to normal.
Can you just talk about your experiences? Yeah, when you fainted.
Well, I didn't eat enough food. They said I didn't have enough stuff in my system. I fainted. I got up because I thought I was gonna throw up. So when I got up, I saw spots, and then I fell back in the chair. Next thing I know, someone's slapping my face saying, "Katrina, get up!" And then I ate some because I wasn't feeling good.
How quickly did you recover after you fainted?
2 minutes.
What's the best snack after you've given blood?
Out of these choices, the popcorn.
These right here are great.
Best snack, guys.
I'd say all of them.
I don't know what kind of cookies these are, but these cookies, it's the way to go. These cookies and apple juice.
You haven't even given
They don't even have apple juice, Ethan. You gotta try this stuff though. The cranberry grape.
Is it really that good?
It's pretty good. It's very
Alright, I'll
sugary,
try it.
but it is really good.
How many times have you donated blood?
I don't have the slightest idea. Several.
What makes you come out today and donate blood?
I'd save lives. I donate a couple times, probably 2-3 times a year.
Yeah, you come out. Are you a local guy from the area?
Yep, live right here in the village.
Oh, there's a lot of people in the community I know have had surgeries or medical illnesses or accidents where blood transfusion saved them.
12 years ago, 13 years ago, my son was in a very serious accident, and someone saved his life from Warren, Pennsylvania. And after I saw that, I didn't understand donating blood. Honestly, I never donated before. I saw that someone saved his blood, and I wanted to get involved in a job that gave back. And that's how I got hired. It's very rewarding, actually.
I'm William Geary. I'm the Director of Laboratory Services at WCA Hospital. I'm a physician and a Ph.D., and I understand you want to talk about blood transfusion. Basically, blood, it's critical. There is no blood substitute. The choice between having blood on hand or not is a choice between someone living or dying. Every time someone gives blood, they're actually saving a life somewhere, somehow.
So what things would happen if a hospital didn't have enough blood?
Well, immediately, any hospital that has an insufficient supply of blood will put its emergency room on a diversion. And by that I mean, if we knew that there was a high probability that blood would be required in the case of trauma, those patients wouldn't come. They'd have to go elsewhere. Someone who might have a surgery scheduled that had a finite probability of needing blood would have to reschedule or have to have the surgery done elsewhere. If something happens and blood is not available, then the only other option is to try to support them with fluids and ship them somewhere else. And again, anytime you delay the necessary care because of the lack of a resource, you place a patient at risk. Now, we haven't had to do that here, in large measure because CBB has succeeded in providing us with the blood as we need. But when donations fall and shortages occur, it gets a little exciting at times, and we worry under those time frames about that next patient that may come in, because we don't want to ever have to say no.
Would you like to say anything to everyone out there about giving?
Well, we very much appreciate the donors. I think that for those of us who believe in something beyond the current and now, there must be a special place for blood donors, because as I said before, there's almost nothing anyone else can do that is such an unalloyed positive. And if you want to help your neighbor, doing it here under the conditions in our region, you can be at least 95% sure that's going to happen, because virtually all the blood that's donated here is kept here, and it really makes a difference to, who knows, maybe the person sitting next to you in the classroom, maybe someone who's down the hall who works for me, the person next to you in traffic, or someone that lives with you in your same house. And it's a wonderful opportunity to help your fellow person, and you should feel good about it when you do it.
Yes.
How is it so far?
Better than I expected.
Really? Does it hurt?
No. It was a pinch at first, but then it's
Were you
not.
nervous before?
Yes, very.
How is it now? Would you tell people that it's...
Yeah, it's really not that bad.
This is your first time donating? No, no.
Yeah.
This is your first time donating?
Yeah.
How's the experience been so far?
Well, I got real dizzy there for a second, and I was like real nervous.
How are you now, though?
I'm good now.
How do you feel now?
I feel like I'm really pale. Paler than usual.
I don't think you're too pale. Did the needle hurt at all?
Nah, I'm a big girl. I
Okay.
can handle it.
Good. It might be just a simple pinprick or an inconvenience to you, but imagine a person on the other end who needs your blood. We spoke to someone today from our community who has benefited from your donation.
He was the one I called.
Okay,
the day that I died.
Harriet, yeah, it was after your birthday. 'Cause you, he just shook his head, Dr. Beard. He said, "You're the miracle man." That's what he told Harriet.
We have seen where the blood comes from and where it goes, and today we're going to see a person in the community who has benefited from your blood donation. We have Harry Gordon and his friend Kevin with us today.
Well, he was with me that day, and then I left him at home, and he was going to go mow lawn, and he called me, said he wasn't feeling well, and I was in 25 minutes away, and so I called a friend to go over, and they got the ambulance there, and when I got there, they were getting about ready to load him in. He was bleeding to death internally. He was upper aspirating. They couldn't get it under control, and they found that he had a major artery severed. They gave him 16 units of blood in the emergency room and then 18 more during surgery at least.
I took between 30 and 40 units, which is twice the amount of which my body holds. I had an ulcer that ate a main artery out, and I would have bled to death if it wasn't for all the people donating this blood.
So what do you think would have happened if there was no blood to give to him?
He would have died.
The doctor and one of the nurses came in to see me after I was out of intensive care, and they told me they really couldn't believe that I ever came through.
The people from the emergency room came up to see Harry because they couldn't believe that he'd survived, and this was a week later. He was there for a period of 2 weeks total. But yeah, Harry never knew he was going to need this blood, but when you donate blood, you never know, you might be the one needing it. So yeah, it really benefits to give blood to the community. It saved Harry's life, and it saves a lot of lives.
Please donate blood. You don't know where it's going or where it's going to be used, but please give blood to help the community.
Today for the first time.
How was it?
It was all right. I worked myself up over nothing.
Did it hurt?
Didn't hurt.
How would you recommend it to a friend?
I would probably tell them that I went through the same thing and I understand what it's like to feel nervous, but it's not a big deal.
Cool, thank you.
You're welcome.
And it's nice to not only see our students here, but the staff and faculty as well. Couldn't ask for anything better, so very proud of Sherman today.
I'd just like to thank all the donors for coming out today. I'm happy to say that we've had the most donations ever at this blood drive. Thanks for coming out today, guys.
Pump up, pump, 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 pump up, pump, 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 pump up, pump, 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 pumps your blood.
Looking at the camera and say, do us a favor, give blood.
Do us a favor and give blood.
1, 2, 3. Come on down, give blood. Thank you for giving blood.
Thank you for giving blood, everybody.
That's good, that's good.
Are you guys aware that there's a blood drive today?
Yes. Yes, I am aware.
Are any of your friends giving blood?
Yes.
Why are they? You know why?
Because they're good people.
Tissues in the cells straight off waste and CO2, which is carried through the venules and the veins.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then you start, okay? Right into the camera. 1, 2, 3.
Don't be scared to give blood.
Come on down. It's a piece of cake. I feel like that was really bad.
Do it one more time.
You've seen how beneficial it is to donate blood to the community, and you've seen how easy it is. Now it's up to you.